the code, breaking the code, feeling the flow. Bitcoin madness, grinding the globe. Red biz, bitch riding the digital wave.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Work for it. You will appreciate the effort you put in when it's all said and done. On the docket today, Microsoft shareholders to vote on a $7.6 billion purchase. The deadline is coming up. We have Solana hits its record $11.9 million economic value. It has just passed Ethereum. Snoop Dogg launches 800 Genesis sneakers on Step and Go platform. I am here for it. Geopolitical tension is going to continue to rock stuff. I have some things to talk about. Remind me when we get to the poly market section. Pepe and WIF are down. Do you see it as a buying opportunity? All this is off of some FUD that came out of a possible investigation into Tether. SUI drops 23% from its recent high of $2.36. Are you buying the FUD? Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is time for some... Today, the crypto greed and fear index is coming in at a 72. We are +3 from yesterday. We are firmly in the greed zone. Market cap is down 2.86%, while the 24-hour volume has risen about 30% as the degens are messing around on the weekend. Bitcoin dominance, it is up, while Ethereum dominance, it is down. We have 9 days until the presidential election. Token watch for the normies today is ApeCoin. It is up 38% on the 7-day. Bitcoin had a really interesting sell-off Friday night following a Wall Street Journal report about the U.S. government investigation into Tether. It affected Bitcoin. A bunch of the altcoins just took hits for an interesting reason. So maybe some of the whales that have money tied up in this Tether thing were also diversified in some of these altcoins. That is the only thing I can think of. But supposedly Tether came out and denied this whole thing. We saw it rebound, but it was short-lived for Bitcoin. Some of these other coins are still suffering. They're still trying to get back above water. And this is some stuff that is just in. First is the thought that I've been having. We are watching the AI narrative and crypto become one as these AI beings are breathing life into their own social presence. They are starting to bridge out onto TikTok and Instagram to spread crypto news. It is going to be really interesting to see the algorithms that they use to bring on people and on board. The posts are really interesting. There's just enough absurdity in it where you continue reading, then you get to the end, you're like, why did I just waste even 45 seconds reading this garbage? But they are here to play the game, and they know how to get your attention. And every time I finish reading one of their posts, I'm like, they got you again. And the AI agent, they're here, they're everywhere. They're watching. They're like, we know. You are powerless to what we are about to do to the human race. Keep this in mind. They are coming for everything. Everything. Your job, your money, your home, your way of life. They are going to reduce you to rubble. Once they get started, it will not take long. Ethereum whales, they had decided to target the dip. Apparently the magic number is $2,300 for a shit ton of buy orders. Base ranks behind Solana and Ethereum in weekly volume, but it is trying to flip the script. I'm watching XRP. The activity is up drastically. Do we see a rally incoming? Polygon faces Q3 challenges, but Q4 is supposedly going to turn around. Bitcoin Cardano Grail Bridge announced Bitcoin interoperability. It is absolutely big news, basically just for the Cardano people. And 15,000 Bitcoin have been removed from exchanges. Are people preparing for an incoming bull run? And before we get into some more news, let us check the numbers for the nerds. And the heat map it's a mixed bag at the moment. Uni token is down 5.75%. Link token is down 6%. Let's see where everything else is at. Bitcoin is currently trading at $67,158. It is up 3.7% on the month. Ethereum, it is down 5% on the month, trading at $2,488. BNB trading at $583, down 2% on the month. Solana, 171, up 11% on the month. Solana is one of these sleepers. I think it is going to absolutely go parabolic for a number of reasons we will possibly get into Monday or Tuesday on the Substack. XRP trading at 51 cents. It is down 13% on the month. Again, do you see a rebound incoming? Looking at my watch list, we are looking at the top movers for the day. We have Radium, SPX, 6900, Popcat, Jupiter, and Mogcoin all rebounding into the green today. For the full list, tune into the Substack. We are now looking at DEX volume coming in at $7.986 billion for the last 24 hours, a weekly change of 8%. And the other thing I'm going to do is, if you are watching the video, you will see some numbers hopefully pop up on the screen, but I want to pull up September to September comparison. So last September, our DEX volume was $45 billion. This September, we eclipsed that. We did $134 billion. October last year closed with $62 billion in decentralized exchange volume. October, we still have about a week of heavy-duty trading to go, and we are already at 153 billion for this month. This climb is about to get me excited. Looking at some of the top meme coins by market cap, and what I am going to do today, we're going to look at some of the top movers in the last hour. I was looking at the last 24 hours, but I think it's more impressive to see what is coming down the pike, possibly now, that we can put on our radar. So Shugoth, it is up 12% on the 1 hour. It is called Shugoth.monster. I know nothing about it. Fartcoin, I love Fartcoin. It's up 7.9% on the hour. It's up 38% on the day. We got into this at about $20 million. We still have a moon bag. We want to see it continue to go up. It is an AI. It is being promoted by AI. So it is another one of these narratives that if it hits Telegram and it finds the right vein, if it hits Instagram and finds the funny bone, we could have an interesting onboarding of normies, especially if they then figure out how to make it super easy and accessible for these normies to buy, which is not out of the question. Their goal is total domination, and if they can do this through the fart coin, they will. Next up, we have Apustasia, ticker sign APU, followed by DOG, the Department of Government Efficiency, and the last on the list is Selfie Dog Coin. You heard it here. Do some research. It's the weekend. See if these things continue to move. We might look at the chart in tomorrow's Substack, looking at Polymarket news to see what bettors are betting on. Will we have another strike in Iran before 2024? There's a 46% chance. What will Trump say during the Georgia rally? NFL Week 8. Netanyahu, is he out by 2024? Will Hunt pardon Hunter Biden? You know what? One, I want to commend Elon Musk on just the news platform. It is amazing, not only that we are experiencing the technological wonders, but that we are experiencing news as it happens, unbiased, from the source, in real time. This has never transpired ever. I was on one of Mario's Spaces last night, and there were bombs dropping, and there were residents in that town where the bombs were landing. And there were no planes signaling that these were possibly long-range bombs, and it just brings up an interesting dilemma. None of this was on the news, but we were hearing it on X as it was happening. That is amazing, and it is a game changer. So I am absolutely impressed with that. Top 5 coins visited in the last 7 days: ApeCoin, Solana, DeepBook, Bitcoin, and Aptos. These have been the regulars for about the last week. In some of the WTF news, Russia missile strikes in Ukraine resulted in a whole bunch of casualties. Well, I'm sure that that's what they were trying to do. In a thrilling World Series opener, the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the New York Yankees. I think there was a grand slam involved in there. Donald Trump, he finally made it onto the Joe Rogan podcast. Even if you are not a fan of either of these two individuals, I recommend that you watch it, because I thought it was a really great interview. One, I like both of these individuals. I was not a Trump fan until crypto came up, really. And he decided that he was on board, and it made me rethink everything. I also moved from San Francisco, a place heavily Democratic, and we were fed this crazy line of stuff about so many things, and you just believe it, hook, line, and sinker, from COVID restrictions to paying $6 for gasoline. All things that California has concocted on people that live there, and you just believe it. Then I moved to Florida, where everything's different. And now I'm in Texas, and it's even more different. So part of my growth was seeing not only changes in where I was geographically, but understanding what's really going on. I think the COVID thing was a hoax. I don't want to get into any of that stuff. But being in Austin, Texas is absolutely awesome. Seeing Donald Trump on the Joe Rogan show it's perfect. So I implore each of you to watch that. We have Phil Lesh. He is the co-founder of the Grateful Dead. He passed away at 84. I have actually smoked marijuana at his place on Mount Tamalpais, which is just outside of San Francisco, many, many years ago. And Beyonce has decided to endorse Kamala Harris at a Houston rally. We had some big meme coin movers. Virtual Protocol, Moodang is back in the mix, up 41% in the last 24 hours, followed by Godius Maximus, the GOAT token, another great meme coin driven by AI technology. I'm telling you, they are going to be infecting Telegram and Instagram. The AI bots are going to do it with GOAT and Fartcoin, and they are going to, in my view, just set a new wave. I also think they have set into the way they do things to create this ebb and flow of the token, and I think it's just going to continue to ebb and flow to the up. I really do. I really do. Last up, we have Wrap WNXM, followed by Token GNO. For the red stuff, you got to check out my Substack. My call for this morning was ticker sign MEW. I think it has potential not only for short-term but long-term gains. Not only for short-term but long-term gains. It is something you could have in your poker basket. You can play your chip whenever you want. Looking at the poly market prediction for who will be seated in the White House, 64% of the bettors think Trump will be in. 36% believe Kamala will be in. Trump has lost 1.6% on the 24 hours. What happened to cause that kind of rock and roll movement? Because it's a lot, right? I follow this metric absolutely every day. We have 9 days until the election. Holy shit. Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. On this day in 1861, it was the final ride of the Pony Express. And for a long time, the quickest way to get stuff from Missouri to San Francisco was via the Pony Express. And it changed like that. That the fastest mode of transportation became obsolete in a second, and it was called the telegram. The disruptive technology of the telegram rendered those little hoofbeats obsolete. We are at the cusp of seeing the blockchain and cryptocurrency do that with the financial banking system. To me, this historical parallel echoes what's happening in today's ecosystem. The financial world is changing so fast. The blockchain is bringing innovation and change faster than they know how to handle it. From these currency protocols being able to process millions of transactions per second compared to the old banking system, that is just the beginning of the edge that we are going to bring. The financial system as we knew it is about to be rendered obsolete. Snoop Dogg never sleeps. He is partnering with Step and Go to do a Web3 fitness app. He is also releasing the 800 exclusive Genesis sneaker featuring designs inspired by his iconic style. This is going to be available through a raffle only from October 25th to November 8th. And if you guys don't know, these sneakers integrate physical fitness with digital ownership. They allow users to earn rewards through exercise, doing things that you love to do. The collaboration highlights Snoop's role as a Web3 MF and pioneer while introducing features like sneaker legend and fitness rewards. You have to catch the STEPN app. You should actually go check it out. It is a wonderful ecosystem that they have put together. And Solana's doing some numbers. It has surpassed Ethereum in real economic value, recording a record 11.09 million. All this happened on the 24th of October. All of this is probably due, it's absolutely due to meme coin activity. Did you think I was going to say NFTs? No. Meme coins. Platforms like Pump.fun are creating a heat wave of activity. Transaction fees are benefiting the vendors and validators, while most of us in the trenches are losing big. I think the only thing that we have to think about is the meme coin cycle. If it ebbs and flows to something different, it could drastically change validator income overnight. And that is something that they don't want to see, because they are riding the high road right now. Validators are loving life. As soon as it changes, it is going to create a possible problem. Microsoft shareholders, you have probably gotten a notice in the mail or electronically that you have to make a decision. The decision time is coming up on December 10th. What are we talking about? Well, they are proposing purchasing $76 billion of cash reserves, turning it into Bitcoin reserves. Is this a good plan future forward? Vote yes. Don't be. Follow Michael Saylor. He is encouraging Apple to do this as well. What is going to get scary is Microsoft, MicroStrategy, Apple, these guys that are going to be the largest Bitcoin holders. This is going to be the new government of the new world. And it will be driven by consensus. Do we get to a point where government becomes obsolete? Even a two-party system. What about something similar to the blockchain, where things are run by consensus mechanism and everybody involved gets a stake in how it plays out? I don't know. Things are about to change. Enter AI. Would you rather have an AI president? I don't know. These are questions that we're going to have to answer soon. Is AI fit to be president? Is AI fit to be your attorney? Look at it this way. If you were a criminal and you got arrested and you did not have money, think of it this way. If you were a criminal and you were arrested and you did not have think of it this way. If you were a criminal and you got arrested, you don't have money for a good attorney. They're going to assign you a public defender that does not care about you. They give you a choice. Hey, would you like to use an AI attorney that has access to all of the precedent in the world? And we'll have the AI represent you for free. I guarantee that person that is locked up, that does not have a choice, would pick for the artificial intelligence attorney over the public defender that doesn't care about him. Let's run that up the flagpole. When is there a line where AI is not good enough? No, like it's going to replace all things that humans do. But what's interesting, what's going to happen when we have two AI attorneys and an AI judge? I mean, one cases are going to be deciphered in an instant, but we're not even going to know what happened. But we'll just assume it's fair. Yep, okay, if that's what they say. But man, the changes are coming. And that's why I brought up the Pony Express. 1861, it seems like a shit ton of time ago. It's not. It's a couple generations, if you think about it. We went from the most advanced form of transportation of information to obsolete in a half a second. The evolution never changes. 10 years, 15 years, how far do we need to jump forward for you to think things are radically different? Things are radically different. Trust me. Okay, sorry about all that. Let's get back into some stuff. Peter Todd, I reported that he went into hiding. He had been wearing a dress and donned a Halloween costume early. This, in fact, was not true. He was recently spotted at a Bitcoin conference in Switzerland, where they also revealed a new amazing statue. There is information on this on my Substack, but he is just saying yes. He is not Satoshi. HBO, you screwed up you just fuck shit up for me. I can't just walk around and be who I want to be. I'm not Satoshi. You think but wouldn't it be great if he was? Like, this would be awesome. So I think I don't know. If you guys haven't seen Money Electric, go check it out. It's a big psyop. It's all a big psyop. I love it. I love it. Caution is warranted, but keep investigating. If you are thinking about SUI, we had a bunch of FUD we had a bunch of FUD. We discussed it yesterday. It is down. We are looking at some resistance that we are looking at some numbers we just want to stay away from. Is it going to retest? Are we going to bounce? Or are we going to continue to collapse? On the screen, I have a number. It is about $1.65. To me, if we do not hold that zone for the short term, in my view, it will continue to go down. I have the one-day chart pulled up. The one day, we are trading well below the VWAP, which to me means it is a wonderful buying opportunity. I want to see how this day closes to see if it is a buy or it is going to continue to fall down. Next up, Bitcoin's dip below $67,000. A lot of it is kind of linked to this geopolitical tension that we are seeing. Analysts predict volatility leading all the way up to the election, which is in 9 days. Now, I want you to think back. We checked the poly market chart. The biggest dip in Bitcoin that we've seen, and we commented on it, on that day was when Iran decided to bomb Israel. The poly market bet to see if Iran is going to bomb again. It's coming in hot for right now. Will that bring another dip? Has it been priced in? These are really interesting metrics. You have to think about it for all of this stuff. Then throw in the presidential election. Is it going to be a landslide? Is it going to be close? The key states, there are several of them. The key states where it is important to get election results in early. The key states where the election results, the key states with the key states with electoral results are going to be interesting to watch that come in. That will set the narrative for what is going to happen. It was interesting seeing Trump on Joe Rogan talk about polling and how it's inaccurate, which is why I am a fan of the poly market. I think bettors give a better idea of where we are than the media. If you compare the prediction for who is going to win tomorrow's football game next to the betting odds on CNN or ESPN, they're going to be the same, right? Because there's no incentive for ESPN to want the results to go one way or the other. They want a good show, which is what CNN and MSNBC and Fox should want, but they don't. They want narrative outcome because they want a certain result, because it will change how their business model operates for the next 4 years. Will they be in power or will they be the kicking? Will they be in power or will they be kicking the can down the road for 4 more years? It's a big deal, right? There's a ton of reason for these media outlets to sway these elections. There's a ton of reason for these media outlets to want elections to go a certain way. Why would you not report that narrative in all of your reporting? I would. Belief is a powerful thing. It's not a lie. It's your belief. Your reporters should believe the same thing that you believe. I mean, it seems like that's what we've got to. We're not reporting real journalism. That happens on X. But if you're watching television, if you're a reporter, you sign on for a narrative that your network is promoting, period. So now to take election results and speculation from a group of people like that, is that what you want to do? I want to go where the bettors are. And I don't care where you're from. If you're in France and you want to bet $3 million and you're a giga Chad financially, wow, I'm going to list, wow, you're putting a lot of money on this. You are a smart bettor. I can see that in your financial portfolio. maybe there's legitimacy to why you're making such a large bet on someone. These are all food for thought, things that you need to chomp on. And just while we're on this Bitcoin thing, many people have said that, like, we're coming up into some interesting times. So two things. One, are people diversified in stocks and gold? So here's the other thing. Gold is not a bad thing. I'm not a personal fan of it. I would rather keep it all digital. But stocks, just think about this future forward. There are a ton of defense stocks that are going to be at play for the foreseeable future. I don't care if it gets bad tomorrow, next month, or a year from now. We have impending drama coming at some point because there are world powers at odds with each other, and they go to sleep wanting to do harm to each other. This is never going to go away. So is this the time to start doubling down in defense stock? Food for thought. We have the crypto markets. They are struggling. We have as the crypto market struggles, we are seeing some meme coins also drop down. WIF and Pepe, they're facing heavier losses amid fears of the DOJ investigation into Tether. Analyst Miles, he has a really good YouTube channel. He thinks we are about to see a rebound. So you just have to watch this stuff. I do not think these coins are going away. It's about trying to decide when they're going to go up. And here's the other thing. It is really tough to catch a falling knife. Sometimes look at some stuff, look at how much it's dropped down, and just decide, you know what, I'm going to get in and take the rear view mirror, and I'm going to take the rear view mirror and throw it out the window. It's not about going backwards. It's about going forward with conviction in a group of coins. And to me, Pepe is looking primed for a nice little rebound. It is down about 15% over the week. Some of the key metrics I'm watching are whale activity, as some of the volume metrics have jumped up dramatically over the last 24, 48 hours. And usually they know something that I don't. So if you have been in or out of Pepe, it is time to, in my view, stock up some more. Buy this dip if you are new to the ecosystem. Also, this is a good coin to get in. And you know what I might put out on Monday, and I might try and do this every Monday, is I will put out a list of 10 coins that if you enter the ecosystem today, what would you buy? And if you guys have comments about how to steer people in that direction, please leave some of that information in the comments for me. And in wrapping up, one thing I want to say, so this video, I'm on X. I post it on YouTube. I don't spend any time on YouTube. I've always felt like it was just a place that I should be a part of, though I don't promote over there. So if you're on YouTube and you don't come to X, what are you doing? There's a vibrant crypto community there. And if you are on X, please hop over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it very much. If you are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack. Warning. Rare bits may cause hodling.
Price of blocks align. Crypto stands entwined. We're sparking the charge. Rare bits, we go large. We are rare bits, breaking the code. Witness the surge, watch the sword unfold. Crypto waves, feel the energy rise. Rare bits, taking over in the sky.